Welcome to the Art of Illusion. I'm your host, Bill Pattison. Today I'm going to show how to maybe put something back into a painting as we've worked on something, and I do a lot of that anymore, is go back to work on some old paintings. And we had kind of done this as a layout sketch, and I thought maybe something into the background might add something different. So I'm going to use some charcoal vine. We think of outlay with charcoal or pencil ahead of time, but it really works well even on a painting afterwards. So one thing in the painting I didn't like when we did this in class was a little too symmetrical, too much into the middle. So I think maybe something back behind this would kind of offset it. Now we could do this with give me a paint and a brush. I'm just going to come back in here and maybe do a little layout with some charcoal through here. And you can use a charcoal pencil. The thing about the vine, it's a little bit softer, it's a little bit more powdery, it comes off a little bit more. If I were doing maybe a little bit more detail work, then I would probably use a charcoal pencil instead of the fine charcoal, but this really works well. So I'm looking at size. I'm going to make this tree maybe a little bit farther back behind there. And great thing, if we don't like, we just wipe them back off through here. And because of this one, I can actually come in here and maybe use a little shading, kind of grate down a little, kind of get an idea. And you probably can't tell on camera, but I always say this in my classes, and I said it on my DVDs. The art is squinting, and sitting up here trying to look at it from half a foot to see as if it's looking back, maybe 6 foot back, is the ultimate illusion. So just kind of blocking that little soft gray, and you should be able to see how that's starting to push this back a little, give us some midground depth. I really didn't do any more onto the background yet. Now I could kind of maybe go ahead and do the same thing and put some light, more little suggestion of some trees way back, or maybe even something over in here. And once again, if we don't like it, we just soften it down. Now the bad thing is you have it and you like it, but then you have to go back and paint over those, or you could even just spray them and leave them as is. We're going to show more of this one into some of our classes we've been doing this with, actually coming in and putting charcoal on top of acrylic or oil, spray it, leave it, and maybe even come back and painting on top of it. It's a little radical, but it works well. This makes it a little bit more balanced from here back to this one. I could come back in and even here with the charcoal on top of the, may not be able to see that entirely, but bring a little bit more of the depth of the trunk out, like coming from our right over through here. So, and then we have some of these even weeds and things coming up out of here. I don't know how much you can tell in there, but I like how that's working. We can soften maybe the bottom, keep it soft and airy. So we'll go from here, get some mid-ground, and then we're still back to the background trees. And constantly looking to see how it's working with the thrust of that. So if you haven't done that with charcoal afterwards, again, we always call it preliminaries, and you draw it, then you paint it, but to me everything is under drawing. And it really kind of works out well, and again, because it is workable, it's not like an old pencil where you have to erase it. But I kind of like where that's going on that. So probably what I may do, and even in the next episode, maybe finish this painting out, work a little bit more on to some of it. But anyways, if you haven't done that on top of a painting, you might try that. And so until the next time, we'll see you. Bye.